Hi, this is Casey Vos, and this is my assignment 5, my reflection over my teaching unit. My teaching unit was over a third grade lesson, and the unit was over cause and effect related to our literature. The kids yielded a lot of evidence showing their improvement in the terms of using cause and effect. It was very helpful to bring in some real world examples by bringing the balloon in for the kids to see the effect when I would pop the balloon, what caused it, and they could see the effect that it had on it. After that, they had a chance to discuss with partners many chances of different things that they see in the real world that involves cause and effects. It's something we talk about with kids a lot, but then for them to be able to take it and relate it to text is something that they were struggling with. So after that, being able to take that knowledge skills and create their own Google Slides presentation of a cause and effect really helped the kids take it from the real world experience and relate it back into literature. And the kids found images and typed in the cause and effect to go along with it. And then after that, being able to take it and sort different cause and effect straight from our story and see what cause went with what effect. And then finally, they had to write their own cause and effect that was related to our story that we were reading that week. These skills are definitely important skills for them to develop and understand at a third grade level. They're things that show up on our state assessments this year as well, and my students' scores were a little bit lower in last year, so I really wanted to hone in on this assessment piece and see if I could tailor it and make it better for my students. I feel like adding the extra activities that I did with the Angry Birds cause and effect poster really related it to the real world for my students as well. I had a variety of different activities involved using different mediums, and so it kept the kids engaged and seeing it from many different aspects. The assessment itself was one that I felt like was very appropriate for the students. I had a few kids that are on IEPs, and I made the assessment a little bit easier for them, and they didn't have as many problems to do. But having them either have a cause and have to write the effect out, or have the effect and have to write the cause out, is something that the kids needed to be able to do. And the students actually did a very good job when it came to their assessments and their scores. I think my class average was an 87%, so I was very pleased with that. I only had one student I had two students not pass at an 80% or higher, and so those two students we did a little bit of reteaching with, and then they were able to verbalize their answers to me. They were just struggling more with the writing out of their answers, so they were able to show me their understanding after a few reteach sessions with them. The one thing that my lesson I think I need to add to it or do differently is I really didn't offer any time for the students to self-assess or reflect upon their learning. There was no exit tickets involved or any chances for them to have open discussion with each other and really discuss what they had learned. So next year when teaching this, I definitely want to add in that student self-reflection time for them as well. I feel like it's something that they would benefit from greatly to be able to have that time, whether it be in an exit ticket or in a self-discussion amongst themselves. It would be something they would benefit from as well. Overall, it was definitely a chance to involve different complexities and different mediums. We used real world problems with the balloon popping and adding in the Angry Birds poster, to them being able to create their own examples, to sorting some, to being able to write sentences to finish off cause and effect related to the text of our story. We'll go back and look at this one more time in this next quarter before we end out this semester again with a different text. Thank you.